The next is the change of policy. Now, though on one hand we have seen in the Queen's statement or Queen's proclamation, that is the draft, that there would be absolute no involvement of the Britishers in the religious matters, in the social matters, cultural life of the Indians. But on the other hand, they were very, very clever in sowing the seeds of division, dividing the society, Indian society, on the basis of caste, creed, religion, so on and so forth. So they saw to it that there will be constant fight between the various communities in India, the various castes in India, the various religions in India. Even they sowed the seeds of discrimination among the kings, the local kings and the princely rulers, so that they keep on fighting amongst themselves, and it would be easy for the Britishers to have complete supremacy over the Indian land. They also adopted the policy. That means they started polluting the minds of the Indians, feeding them wrong things and diluting their thoughts, diverting their thoughts, that how their own Indian brothers are against themselves, and this sowed the seeds of dividing the Indian community and ultimately ruling over them. And this really worked in the later freedom struggle movement. It was easy for the Britishers to rule India because they sowed the seeds of discrimination. They divided the society on various reasons of race, fighting among on the basis of territories, acquiring kingdoms, religion, caste, so on and so forth. Now, due to the freedom struggle of 1857, the Indians felt of giving a united fight against the British rule. It was the first war of independence, as we have already learned. But unfortunately, we lost it. And even though we lost it, it still triggered the few other struggles which took place in near future, and it became an inspiration for the further freedom struggle movement of India. Dear children, this brings us to the end of the lesson, that is the revolt of 1857 or the freedom struggle of 1857. We started with the background, the causes, the immediate cause, finally how the outburst took place, the scope of the struggle, the leadership of the struggle, how the Britishers were successful in crushing the revolt. Further, we also saw the reasons why the revolt failed, and if there is a revolt or if there is a war, if there is a battle, of course, there are effects as well. So the last part of the lesson deals with the consequences, and the consequences were such that the Britishers became more aware, vigilant, they were more cautious in the steps which they took after this, because they had a very, because of their far-sightedness, that means they could see the future ahead of the Britishers in India, that they wanted to rule for so many years even after that, and therefore they planned it accordingly. The consequences, that is the Queen's proclamation or the changes which they brought in the army, or the most important policy which they implemented against the Indians was divide and rule. Everything proved detrimental for the Indians in the long run. We end the lesson here. Do read it time and again so that you understand every bit of it. I hope you have underlined all the important events, underlined and marked all the important names and dates. In the next class, we will continue with the question answers. Dear children, COVID is still not permitting us to move out of our houses, and therefore the only way to protect is to stay at home, stay safe, look after yourself, revise well so that you understand so that you understand the lesson to the most of it. Thank you.